Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another cast. Today we have a match in the bronze dimension, so we're gonna go through this. We have Xantens in the top lane for the blue team. On the red team, we have Q. So I'm gonna go with Camille there. Then we have Anitoly Yumkovic. I can't actually say that name, but we have the Nidalee in the jungle. Opposing to that on the red side is Unwinnable on the Evelyn. Mid lane has for blue side DNA Killer on the Zed. Countering that is, I would say, Midnight probably, which is going to be in Irelia. Then we have in the bot lane, we have for the blue team, highest APM EU West on the Ezreal. Zingarus on the brand as the support. On the other side, we do have Ube version 2 on the Kai'Sa and Elo Terrorist on the Pantheon as the support. So, no rune. The only rune I would say that would kind of jump out to me is the Conqueror on the Nidalee. Everything else looks quite fine. The Grasp of the Undying on the Camille shows that she does want to go more towards a passive jumping in route, not really being kind of the character that jumps in and takes somebody out, but that's what it is. So we have a start off. Pantheon gets a good jump on. The brand is dropping dangerously low. One more hit and he goes down. Can the Ezra get an answering kill at least? And there is the kill on the Kai'Sa as well. This fight is still going out here. The Pantheon has to flash out there. Ezreal and Nidalee go after that one, and Ezreal goes out with a double kill for the start. So that trap kind of played out against them. They did get a kill onto the brand, but having the Ezreal having 2 kills is a bit more of a problem. Nidalee going all out on this Zed and getting a good amount of damage in there. But it did cost that side but all the summoners. But as I said, still maybe not completely worth it for the red team there. ICMPM gets jumped by the Pantheon. The Pantheon's going quite aggressive. They're missing one more hit on the Ezreal, and unfortunately the Kai'Sa doesn't have level 2. Otherwise the W would have been enough there. The Void Seeker would have finished this one off here. We do now see Kled just going in there, hits his hook, does pull it back, but not really much can be done about that one. So we're not going quite a crazy game. We do see the Ezreal coming back with the tier already, so that's a good way to go around. That those 2 kills helps out quite a bit. Camille's going in on, claims Xantis' life there as well. Right, has to be careful. Pantheon is waiting already for the next chance to get something out of this one. Meanwhile, Unwinnable is just running casually towards the bottom Scuttle Crab. We do see Xantis just going in there. Nidalee is there as well. Camille's looking for a way out there. Gets a good hook shot out of there. Now Zed is rotating in there as well, so there is a lot of chaos breaking out there. Camille's trying to find a way out of there. Nidalee jumps over there. One more hit is missing. Meanwhile, there is the death of the brand in the bot lane. Highest APM EUS does get another kill on the Ezra, but Ube gets the answering kill, and that means there's quite a good amount there. If I remember correctly, Ube should have gotten a bounty out of that one. I think it was 151. Nothing is stating about that chat there, but we do see this one going around. We see them pushing quite far forward here. And this will be something we have to keep an eye out for. We do see QQ now being in a dangerous situation. The Nidalee is dropping dangerously low. Since Elo Terrorist actually rotate top right now, Ube is alone in the bot lane, but there's nothing to be done about this one. But a nice play actually from the support to rotate towards the top side to help out there as well. It is smelling the bait that there is somebody coming in here. They do put on a pink, clear out the pink ward, and Xantis now has to try to escape out of this one. They're diving Xantis still right now. Xantis is dropping dangerously low. Will the ignite be enough? It won't, but Xantis But the Camille goes in there, claims something. DNA Killer is now in there as well. Goes in on Elo Terrorist. Elo Terrorist is ignited and drops dead there. This is a fast-paced game we're having here right now. We do see now the Nidalee in a precarious situation. There is the Zed as well, and she just get out of there. Meanwhile, we do have Zigguras fighting off Uber. Uber's getting a lot of damage on there and kills him without any problems there. This matchup is going ham right now. Both sides are just changing hits back and forth as much as they can. Now the Kai'Sa has a bounty on her head as well as the Camille. Both of them for the red side do not have the biggest problem. We do see the Zed going in onto the Aurelia. She goes in, pulls out her ultimate, does win this fight actually. Barely does it, but gets out of there and can now farm peacefully. We do see a rotation top once again. The Evelyn is waiting in the wings to get a jump in there. We wait for the Camille. Camille's going now in there. There is the charm. Will it actually hit? It hits. The charm is there. He's not really getting out of there. Gets stunned up there and is finished off. And this is just a back and forth. Red side did not look good at the start, but now after the rotation of the Pantheon towards top, we do see the Camille, who is head and shoulders above the Kled there. Zuntens is having a hard time right now. Meanwhile, the Camille is just running around doing her thing. We do see Zigguras going in there, trying to Zigguras going in there. There's the lance hits, but Zigguras does live through this one. And the Evelyn ult is showing the effect onto the brand, but not much is being otherwise done here. Nidalee is now rotating to the bot side. There is now the ward being cleared out there. But right now there is a big problem for red side. They're quite behind. Doesn't really look like they can grab an advantage out of this. Red side is actually ahead and not behind. The blue side is a bit behind. The advantage is slowing down. As we're looking for an opening, the Nidalee is there as well. Everybody right now, the Zed is waiting for another opportunity to jump. We do have the Clay going in there. The ultimate is being pulled out. Aurelia goes in there. Zed now is there as well. Aurelia's trying to find a way out of there. Gets pulled back in. Now has to go full force there. Zed jumps out of this situation and lives through that one. Oh, this is a bad trap. Doesn't hit the Pantheon. Pantheon knew that, but now we see the mid lane that the both fights that were going on both went out of there without any problem. Nobody's in danger right now. Nice flash jump from the Pantheon. Unfortunately, that cost the brand his life. This could be Ezreal's dropping dangerously low. Kai'Sa has an easy fight there and wins this one out. Ezreal does love to go for the tier at the start. But first we see the Camille winning this fight out of there. Nidalee is now coming around. So what I was trying to go on about before that fight in the top lane broke out as well. Ezreal does love to go the tier first, but it's still not a spike compared to, for example, the pickaxe that the Kai'Sa did pull out of this situation. So something about that one. And we do see now Evelyn going for the Drake. Meanwhile, Nidalee is in the top side jungle, so she won't be close to contest this in any way, shape, or form. And this will be an easy Wind Drake for them. Or Cloud Drake, rather. And we do see the Kai'Sa now picking up an Amanamuna. Unfortunately, Ezreal looks like he has a disconnect here, so this could really stagger out this matchup quite brutally. Do you see both ADCs did have or both bot players rather had the Namuna done. We do see the Pantheon going for a more aggressive style. Zigguras knows that there's a situation. Hashtag flash, and he's putting a lot of damage. Elo Terrorist is putting a lot of damage on there, but right now that he is in a precarious situation. There are a lot of enemies close by, but Elo Terrorist is now putting on the stability for his own lane. Since there is no contest right now with the Ezra not being there, with the Brand not being there, Aurelia's still looking for a grab there. Can't get much out of this one. Aurelia pulls back now. Cut is now there as well, so it's a big rumble in the mid lane. We see Elo Darius dropping dangerously low, goes down there. See if they can pull something out of this one. Unfortunately, the charm was a bit too early there, actually, the hit there. Aurelia gets a good stun, and Nidalee gets the ultimate finish off of there. The Clyde is now in a still particular situation, but we see the Aurelia pulling out there. And it looks like they're going now for something about this one. Duskblade now done on to the Zed. Meanwhile, we do see the Aurelia going for the Blade of the Rune King. In the top lane, the Camille is going for the simple Trinity Force. Kled will be a more interesting situation. He doesn't really have anything done, but he goes for the Tiamat first. Now the Brand is gone as well, and the bot side, the Kai'Sa now has a free farm lane. And she's taking advantage of that one. Gotta say, with that being spiked up, we do see now just the Pantheon far helping everywhere out. There's the Nidalee who is there now. Aurelia has the Blade of the Rune King now done. And a lot of damage is being put on the Nidalee. The Rift Herald is gone as well. Kai'Sa just stacking up the farm, getting every plate on her own. This is a dream of an 80s bot player. An ADC / bot player. That's just what you want to have happen. Let's be honest. Do you see Camille just pulling this one out? And the turret plating advantage is so huge now. It's not even funny. See Camille just having a peaceful time. Gets the last turret plating as well. So now it's a race between the Kai'Sa. The Kai'Sa is now soon in a bad situation. She could get out of there, but the Zed is waiting in the wings already with his ultimate there. Another turret gone there. 2 turrets gone already. Zed is still waiting there. The Kai'Sa is not showing up there. And Zed pushing forward. Now, we do have the Brand back, but the Ezra is still gone. Aurelia is now claiming the turret plates on her own as well. Doesn't get the last one. Barely doesn't get that one. Kai'Sa being fairly close to the Rage Blade already. It's a bad sign for the enemy team. Aurelia now has the Blade of the Rune King done. Trinity Force is now on the Camille as well. And honestly, right now, the red team could just stack up mid lane, just push this one down. Mid turret goes down now as well. And as I said, they could just stack up and just push probably the mid lane down and win this game off of this situation already. We do see the Nidalee tries to go in there. Aurelia doesn't really care about that one. Goes in, finishes that one off. Mid tier 2 turret is gone. The Rift Tower is dead on the same time. Heptech Flash is being set up there. But not really a flash in any particular situation. We do see the Pantheon now pushing forward with Kai'Sa. And they're just pushing down mid lane now. There is the charm being set up onto the Kled. The Kled runs into the stun. Doesn't get charmed up, but loses a lot of HP and goes down to that situation. They're pushing down the mid tier 3 turret, the inhibitor turret, so there is nothing about that one. Inhibitor is going to fall soon now as well. There's not much, as I said, they can really do about this one. The advantage is too big already at this timer just to stop this one. There's a chance for them to come back, but Brand gone now. It just means that this will probably be a Nexus turret gone. Nidalee trying her best. I mean, if for example, let's say the Zed or the Nidalee get every kill in this matchup, it's fine. But then they have a chance with the whole bounty system, but it seems really unlikely that that will happen. We see Kai'Sa, the whole team now pushing down the mid lane just to finish this one off. Just doing what they can do. We do see now the first Nexus turret just falling there. Went out of the way. Camille goes in, actually traps the Nidalee there. Another life gone there. Low Terrorist barely survives that one, actually. Elise jumps out of the tower range. The Nexus turret is down. Both Nexus turrets are gone. Brand is trying to do his best, trying to protect. Brand ultimate goes through. Not much can be done about that. Void Seeker kills off the Brand. We do see Zed going in there with his ultimate. A lot of damage is being put on him. Kled barely surviving, gets demounted now, and finished off before he actually gets there. Aurelia's still alive, actually. Ezreal's back, a bit late for this one. We see Kai'Sa going in there, just hitting everything. Goes down, actually, to this one. And she does get a Rage Blade, so yeah. We do see another recall. The minions are pushing in there, so the Infernal Drake could be the next option the red team would go for. Or they wait the 150 and grab that. Aurelia now gets the Guardian Angel, so she is going for her more bruisery route. I would say Hysterics would be a nice option, but I don't think they really need that. Right now we see the Manamuna, the Rage Blade. Is that really going to be a Rabadon's that the Kai'Sa is going for next? I mean, it's not going to matter in that case anymore, because this game, there has to go a lot wrong right now to turn this one around. Zed just gets ulted by the Camille, and Camille just does her thing. And that's the kind of problem that is. The Zed is not in a bad situation, but everything needs to go right for the Zed just to win this one out. Rabadon's death kept now done by the Evelyn. Aurelia's just pushing in the Nexus, just casually hitting it, and I think that will finish off this job. Yep, they're coming in, finishing it off. GG, well played, red team, and thank you for watching.